what's up, fight fans? AJ here. Y'all know what I do. Talk boxing, everything in boxing. And tonight, man, it was definitely a hell of a fight. Keith one time Thurman definitely came in there, and Shawn Porter, Showtime Shawn Porter, definitely put on the show. But Keith Thurman pulls out a 115-113 unanimous decision. All judges had it 115-113, and he is still the WBA welterweight champion of the world. Now, to dive into the fight, man, Keith Thurman definitely was catching Shawn Porter lots and lots of counter punches all night long, because you know Shawn Porter was going to come in there lunging in, and in different spots of the fight, Shawn Porter definitely gave Keith Thurman all he could handle, and he made Keith Thurman look like a little boy in there with him, man. Shawn Porter was twirling the boy around and all that shit, but like Keith Thurman said at the end of the fight, defense does pay the bills. In boxing, defense does indeed pay the bills, and Keith Thurman paid the motherfucking bills tonight, because all those lunges that Shawn Porter was doing, coming in with his hands down, just trying to corner Keith Thurman in, it didn't pay off at the end, because Keith Thurman was landing thudding left hooks. He was hooking the boy to death, and at the end of the day, that's what really caused Keith Thurman to win this fight, because personally I had to fight a draw on my card, slightly favoring Keith Thurman. That's why I'm not too mad about the 115-113 unanimous decision, but I felt like some of the judges should have had it a little bit differently, man, because Showtime definitely came in there and did what he was supposed to do. He applied pressure, and at spots, he made Keith Thurman look like he was going to lose during rounds, like I believe round 9 or round 10. He definitely had Keith Thurman back against the wall, and he was landing those shots, and Keith Thurman didn't really know what to do. This is the first time I ever seen Keith Thurman flustered throughout a fight. And as you can see, if you follow the Twitter page or the Instagram page, which you should do, shameless plug, I was definitely talking about the fight, and I had to fight a draw. I gave the first round to Keith Thurman, definitely. Second round to Shawn Porter. Third round to Shawn Porter. Fourth round to Thurman. Fifth round, it was kind of even, but I definitely gave it to Keith. Sixth round, definitely had to give it to Porter. And through 6, I had this shit all tied up. Now, in the second half of the fight, round 7, Thurman definitely came in there, and he was doing his thing. The boy got busy. So, gave round 7 to Keith Thurman. But after that, round 8, it was all tied up again. And with 4 rounds left to go, I didn't see enough. I didn't see enough personally for me to not to call this fight a draw, and I want to see it done again. And Shawn Porter wants to see it done again, because even the people in my hometown of Brooklyn, we were booing, because from the looks of it, Shawn Porter definitely gave us what we wanted to see. He definitely brought the fight for most of the fight. He was on the front foot, and he had Keith Thurman backing up, and Keith Thurman looked flustered for the first time, and this brings some doubt in my mind, because if Keith Thurman looks flustered against a guy like Shawn Porter, how is he going to fare against the Errol Spencers of the world? How is he going to fare against the Kell Brooks of the world? Big guys, monsters, motherfuckers that don't play. They eat everything for breakfast, man. They leave the motherfucking breakfast table clean, man. These boys are big boys, and Shawn Porter is a big boy, but when you talking about the Errol Spencers of the world, and you talking about the Kell Brooks of the world, these motherfuckers ain't nothing to play with. But as for tonight, Keith Thurman retains his WBA welterweight title. Danny Garcia is the WBC welterweight champion of the world, and I like to see that fight next. Danny Garcia, you know, he could fight a tune-up. Keith Thurman could take a little break to play one of those many instruments or read one of those many books that CBS was trying to say that he does on his spare time, and he could get back in the ring and have that title unification between Garcia and Thurman. And as for the IBF and the WBO, we already know Jesse Vargas and Kell Brook are going to be handling their business sometime later this year. But again, Keith Thurman wins 115-113 unanimous decision, and it's AJ Knows Boxing, the best boxing channel in the world. Make sure you like the videos. If you like the videos, make sure you subscribe to the motherfucking channel, and you know I'll be back for more. And I'm out.